Hi guys, Alice Taylor down here at Living Golf Academy. Slightly different video today. Today we're going to talk about why I've made some big changes to my golf swing. Right guys, so I've been playing golf 30 years. I've always been someone who's found it very, very easy to shape the ball from right to left. And I really have genuinely enjoyed working the ball right to left to right. But certainly have found the busier I've got with my coaching and my fitting that I've had less time to play. So this year it's been down finally to make some big changes to my golf swing to try and improve my consistency. Right then guys, so might seem a little extreme after 30 years of playing golf to suddenly decide that I'm going to make some changes in my golf swing. But the big thing for me is, and some of you guys might be able to kind of associate with this, even though I'm working in golf and I'm busy coaching, I'm actually not playing a huge amount of golf nowadays. And certainly for what I've always done, I feel like I have to do it quite a lot to get the kind of consistency levels that I'm looking for. So I'm going to hit some shots with the way I've kind of always swung the golf club. I'm going to show you some numbers on TrackMan, kind of explain why I get the shape of shot that I do and why I feel that I have to be very, very good with my timing in order to get the kind of consistency I'd like. And it's not something that I feel that I put enough time into my game now to do it. So I'm going to hit a few shots. Nothing really changed at setup for me. I've always been fairly neutral with the way I hold the golf club and the way I stand to the golf ball. And that would very much be my standard shape, turning over from right to left, and that's a good shot. You know, I'm happy with that. Certainly a lot of you guys that have watched my videos over the years will have noticed that historically there's maybe even more shape on some of those shots. So let's just go a couple more. Now that's one of my issues with my old swing. A little bit thin. Didn't quite get what I was after. So that one didn't turn over quite as much, so that one would have missed right. The first one was great. One more. And again, I feel like I'm just a little bit off through impact. And then that one leaking out to the right. So the key numbers to look at here are my club path and then where my face is relative to the path. So on all three of those swings, I'm swinging a long way to the right, so from the inside, and the club face is closed. So pretty consistently, strikes changed a little bit, and actually the low point of my swing moves around. The little problem tends to be because with my normal swing, I get the club coming so much from the inside that I have to manipulate the club face a lot in order to get the ball back to target. Now, because the club face is having to close so much, my timing needs to be exceptional. So on one of those ones where I maybe don't close the club face and get it square, I could hit a very big push. If I get that club face too much back to target, the ball sets off at target and then misses way left. So the big challenge, like I said, I really feel that I have to hit a lot of shots and have to really feel very good with my hands. My hands get very, very active in my golf swing. And I think anyone who struggles with that will understand where I'm coming from, that kind of both sides are in play. So the shape on the shot, certainly when we look at the video here from TrackMan, we can see my path is the blue line and my club face is the red line. So we can see there a bit of a gap between the two, and the bigger that gap, the more shape with a good strike that I'm going to have on the shots. So you can see there, with me swinging a long way from the inside and have to manipulate the club face quite a lot, I've also struggled a little bit that the low point of my swing gets a little bit too near the golf ball, and it's very easy for me to catch it a little bit thin and not really compress the ball fantastically well. So the big change for me this year is I've wanted to feel that I can keep the club face closer to the path in order to deliver less shape on the shots. that would be perfect and that would be absolutely wonderful. But I can't do that when the club's traveling out towards the camera, because then I'm just going to hit big pushes every time. So the big change for me is not really doing anything different setup wise. I'm feeling that the club probably doesn't too much, but stays a little bit more kind of away from me on the way back, and then almost feel like I'm trying to swing very left through impact. Now the really nice feeling for me with that is as I can swing the club more left, it feels that my hands can be very, very passive on the shot. It's not easy, and it is definitely taking a little bit of work, but let's see when I put the new kind of thought and feeling into play, what the shots are like. So that felt much more solid. So we can see my club path much straighter through the golf ball. My club face still very, very slightly closed, but a completely different golf shot. Much, much straighter. My low point a little bit further forward as well. So I'm actually finding I'm hitting the ball a little bit further because I'm just de-lofting the club a little bit better through impact. But it's a really, really different feeling for me, for someone who's always been very kind of hands orientated in the golf swing. I feel now that my hands are very, very passive through impact. And as a result of that, I'm suddenly finding that I'm hitting a lot more straight shots. Not dead straight, because dead straight is almost unachievable. So we can see another one there, kind of my club path under a degree to the right. My club face just very, very slightly closed. So two really good ones. Let's see if I can get a third one nice and straight. Now that's where my hands then get a little bit more involved. My path was fantastic again, but we see that one shaping more to the left. So my club face was about as closed there as it has been normally, but I definitely felt kind of my old feeling with my hands. So again, one more, feel like I swing more to the left. That felt decent. Good little swing, actually slightly left with my path, which is, I actually like that feeling. Again, club face slightly closed, but you can see much, much straighter with the shots. And as we pop over to the video, we can now see how the red arrow and the blue line are much, much closer together. That's why I'm not really seeing too much shape on the shots. And as a result of that, I feel I'm able to aim much more at the target rather than right and try and shaping it back. Right guys, so like I said at the start, a little bit of a different video for me, kind of just try to share a little bit of what I'm working on in my golf game. Hopefully you guys watching that can see that, you know, it is simple to make changes, but not maybe always as easy to get it absolutely right. And I'm sure there's lots of you guys out there working on your games. You know, make sure that your feedback's good, make sure that your feel and reel are kind of giving you what you actually need. You're not always doing what you think you're doing, but as long as you're being more consistent with your delivery of the club, you're going to hit better shots. You know, you're going to enjoy your golf more, you're going to get your scores down, and that is what it's all about. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, like and share it. Comment below, I'll get back to as many as I can. If you've enjoyed the video and you don't currently subscribe, click the button and ring the notification bell. Then you'll find out as soon as I drop a new video. Follow me all on social media platforms, all under Ali Taylor Golf. Hopefully catch up with some of you guys down here soon. Stay in contact.